I've heard that this singer can bend the notes in between the notes. Sounds wild. It is. He was invited to the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize concert, the one that Malala won her award, and he improvised the entire thing. This is the first time I have reacted to Qawwali. Let's see if my ears can keep up. The guitars can bend the notes in between the notes too. I've never seen that on guitar before. That's cool. Oh, the vibrato. Wow, that's so high. Those high mixed belts are incredible. It's so direct and so full. It has twang, it has a little bit of nasality in there. In Western scales, we have our 12 notes that we can go up and down, but there are many, many other frequencies in between all of these notes, and many other cultures use these frequencies, including, of course, in Pakistan. This scale is called a raga. There's lots and lots of different types of ragas. There are references to them in texts that are over 2,000 years old. Needless to say, you have to be very, very good at pitch because the difference between frequencies is so, so small. And this guy, he's one of the best. And he's got like a rock vibrato. The jazz piano as well. Piano's interesting. Saxophone? I don't think it's a saxophone. Piano is so interesting because the piano is completely stuck into that 12-note scale because it's a percussion instrument, it's little hammers hitting on a string. We have these instruments that are bound to Western scales, then we have the guitar and the vocals that can move out of that because with a guitar you have the strings, so you can go through all the different frequencies in between the notes as well. I think it's harmonium. So you hear how he's doing these super quick runs? These are called tans, and they're almost like super speedy riffs. He is sitting down here, and people often say, don't sit down when you sing, and that's because we often tend to slouch when we sit down like this. But he is kind of able to keep relaxed and keep his rib cage in a good position. I quite like getting my students to sit down when they sing because sometimes when they stand up they get a bit tense, and sitting down sometimes gets people into their relaxation. So who is this guy and why was he chosen? I'll tell you about that in a moment. bit can't be improvised, can it? Because they all know what they're singing. Maybe partially. I don't know if you heard that, but you're hearing these little trills in between some of these big wild Tan runs. That moment there is something called murky, and they're like a 2 or 3 note run. It's faster than a classical mordant. He is doing hundreds of these. They're so small, but they happen again and again and again and again while he's building this really long crescendo throughout the song. His posture is different than I would expect, actually. So he comes from a lineage of Qawwali singers. The main one is very, very famous, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. You might know him for singing with Jeff Buckley, or you might just know him for being awesomely him. And he was the king of Qawwali, and this is his nephew. And Qawwali is a Sufi style of music. It's very beautiful. We have to talk about the posture in a moment. It's so interesting. So fast with his consonants. If you heard this in blues music, you might call it a scoop or a slide, but here it's called meend. Meend is like, imagine rolling down a hill rather than taking the steps down. So a riff would be taking the steps down. His sitting posture is actually interesting. It isn't as upright as I initially said. There's a lot to be said for posture as it allows efficient movement of the ribcage, but it depends how you've practiced. There's actually a lot of ribcage movement at the back of your body. In fact, our heart is at the front, so it takes up a lot of the lung space at the front. We often think, right, we have to be upright, we have to breathe up here, but actually if you breathe low and deep and let those ribs flare out, you should be able to fill up. And probably by being this a little bit further forward, I can imagine he's able to think about breathing into his back, into the back of his lungs there, and allowing his rib cage to extend backwards as well as sideways. Staccato and short. Well, maybe this is Sargam, because it is with the tabla. Maybe that was like a bit of a mix. Yeah, this is so good. Oh, it is a saxophone. I see it. It is so rhythmically accurate. It is so pitch accurate. The frequencies are tiny. They're not even a full note on the piano. And every phrase is something that is technically impressive, but it's not just that, it is emotional as well. It's taking us on a journey. This must take so much practice and talent. Whoa! This is wild. Okay, we're into something else. Imagine seeing this live. He doesn't seem human. The instrument he's playing is a harmonium, or sometimes people call it a reed organ. It makes sound by pumping it and blowing air through reeds that are inside it. That's what he's playing at the same time as singing very, very accurately. When people are performing, when they're really, really good, they don't really need to concentrate because it's in their muscle memory, and then they can just enjoy and trust themselves and go for it. Jazzy saxophone. Oh, a tiny saxophone. Piccolo. The chorus are amazing as well. They match so well with each other. Breath, support. His resonance on those notes, they're so strong and full, and he can sing right up through his range. It seems the most impossible amount of control, and I always am unsure about using the word control because actually he isn't controlling anything. He's worked it so much into his body he can completely release into it. Whew. Skill. Oh, tabla as well. And a performer. I love all the mix of styles in this as well. It's so cool. Ooh! much joy. Woo! Incredible. Wow. There are not many people that exist on the planet who have that amount of vocal skill. It's incredible.